So in today's video, I want to show you something that honestly changed the way I think about content creation. We're going to take a simple idea, something that only exists in your head right now, and turn it into a complete AI cartoon video that you can actually upload, share, and potentially even make money with. And the crazy part is, you don't need animation skills, you don't need expensive software, and you don't need to be some kind of professional editor to make it work. Right now, AI cartoons are one of the fastest growing types of content online. You see them everywhere: YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, and a lot of these videos are not just getting a few views. Some of them are getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even millions of views. And once you start getting that kind of attention, it can turn into real opportunities: monetization, brand deals, collaborations, and even entire businesses built around your content. So if you've been waiting for a full step-by-step tutorial that actually takes you from zero all the way to a finished cartoon that looks clean, consistent, and professional, this is exactly what I'm going to walk you through today. We're going to create our cartoon in 4 main steps. First, we're going to write the script, and while we do that, I'm going to show you exactly how to structure a simple but powerful cartoon story. Then we'll move into generating images using AI, and I'll show you how to keep your characters perfectly consistent across every single scene. After that, we'll turn those images into moving videos. And finally, we'll create the voiceover that ties everything together and makes it feel like a real cartoon. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to take an idea, turn it into visuals, animate it, add narration, and publish it anywhere online. Alright, let's start with the script. When it comes to cartoon storytelling, people often overcomplicate things. You don't need 100 characters, crazy plot twists, or something super deep and philosophical. What you really need is just a simple structure that audiences immediately understand and connect with. We need 3 main elements. First, we need a hero, someone the audience can root for and feel emotionally connected to. Second, we need a villain or some type of challenge, something that stands in the hero's way. And finally, we need a story that progresses naturally toward a satisfying moment where the hero overcomes that challenge and wins. The easiest way to do this is to break the story into scenes. Each scene will later become its own image and video segment, so this structure saves you a ton of time later. To make things easier, I created a simple storytelling template in ChatGPT. All I had to do was drop in my idea. For example, I wrote, "A brave squirrel tries to save his magical acorn from a sneaky fox who wants to steal it." And just like that, the AI built a full story around it. It gave me 7 scenes, starting with the squirrel happily playing in the forest, introducing the fox, building tension, and ending with the squirrel outsmarting the fox and protecting his acorn. It's simple, it's clear, and it works perfectly for animation. Now that we have our story, let's turn it into visuals. For this part, instead of using complicated animation tools, we're going to use AI in a way that's super easy and beginner-friendly. And the first place we're going to work inside is Gemini. So head over to Gemini, and on the main page, you'll see an option called Create Image. Click on that and you'll see a box where you can type your prompt. I've already prepared a full image prompt template for you. All you have to do is paste it in, and wherever it says character, replace it with your hero. In my case, that's the squirrel. We're going to generate our main character first. Type the description, hit create, and Gemini will give you multiple versions. Look through them, pick the one that feels closest to what you imagined, and save it. That image is now your official cartoon character moving forward. From here, you can keep using the exact same process to generate more images of your squirrel: different poses, different angles, different moods. Slightly adjust the prompt each time, generate, and choose your favorites. And if you want to polish the look even more, you can bring those images into Nano. It's really good for boosting lighting, color, and cartoon shading, and it makes everything look more vibrant and animated. Once we've got our images ready, it's time to start turning them into actual moving scenes. For animation, we're going to switch over to Grok. Inside Grok, there's a feature called Imagine, and this is what lets us take our images and transform them into videos. Open Imagine, upload the image of your main character, the squirrel, and then go back to ChatGPT. Copy the prompt for your first scene, paste it into Grok, and run it. Grok takes that still image, reads your description, and automatically animates the scene for you. And just like that, you already have your first animated moment of the cartoon. Now here's a trick that keeps everything consistent. When Grok finishes the video, go to the very last frame of that animation and take a screenshot. That final frame becomes the starting point for your next scene. Upload that screenshot into Imagine, paste in the prompt for scene 2, and generate again. Because you're always using the ending frame as the starting frame, the style and motion stay smooth and continuous instead of jumping around or changing shapes. And from there, you just repeat. Upload the last frame, paste the next prompt, create the next scene. Scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, until your entire cartoon flows from one moment to the next. Now we've got our full animated story, and the last thing we need is the narration. For the voiceover, we're going to use Google AI Studio. The reason I love using it is because it's completely free. It doesn't have annoying limits, and the voices sound surprisingly natural. Just open Google AI Studio, paste your narration text into the box, select a voice style that fits your cartoon, and press Generate. You can slow the pace down, make the tone softer, or keep it energetic, all with just a couple of sliders. Within a few seconds, you'll have a clean, high-quality narration file that you can download and use without paying anything and without worrying about restrictions.
This is Sammy the squirrel, and his magical acorn makes the forest bright and happy. But a sneaky fox named Felix wants the acorn all for himself. Oh no! Felix tries to steal the acorn, and Sammy must think fast. Sammy uses his...
At this point, everything is ready. Open your editing software, I like CapCut, start a new project, drag in all your animated scenes, and then add the narration on top. Sync the visuals with the lines, trim where needed, and do a final playback to make sure everything feels smooth. And honestly, once everything is lined up, the result looks surprisingly professional. The motion flows, the character feels consistent, the narration ties everything together, and what you end up with is a real cartoon, built from scratch using AI. So now you know exactly how to turn an idea from your head into a finished cartoon you can upload anywhere. Script, visuals, animation, narration, all with tools that practically anyone can use. And the more you practice this workflow, the faster and better you'll get. You can build new characters, create full series, and grow your audience way faster than before. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
This is Sammy the squirrel, and his magical acorn makes the forest bright and happy. But a sneaky fox named Felix wants the acorn all for himself. Oh no! Felix tries to steal the acorn, and Sammy must think fast. Sammy uses his speed and smarts, and the fox cannot keep up. Sammy saves the magical acorn, and the forest stays safe and joyful.